All right, so this is Switch and Signal. It's a cooperative train game. I'm playing solo, but two-handed, so these are the two players. But you can. It says it's 2 to 4 players, but I don't see why you can't play it solo because there's no hidden information. The goal of the game is to deliver all of these good cubes to Marseille. And you're doing that by moving these trains around. So these trains, there's 3 different types of trains, black, brown, and gray, and they move at different speeds based on these dice. So this black die goes from 2 to 5, the brown one goes to 1 to 4, and the gray one goes from 1 to 3. So like the gray one's slow, the black one's gonna be fast. So the trains are gonna be moving around on these tracks and going to here. Each train can hold 1 cube. They're loading up cubes and then going here. But the way that they go is these are switches and these are signals. So like if a train is here and it's going 1, each track is a space. So 1, 2. So like here, if this switch is here, then it goes this way. But if this switch were over here, if this switch were here, then it couldn't move. But if it were here, it would go this way. So you can direct it by moving the switches. And on your turn, you play cards to do different actions like moving the switches or moving the signals or moving the train. So it can only go through green signals. So if we're here, it can go through here. But like if this were red, then it can't go through there. And then when it's in a city, it goes out the green signal. If a train like needs to move, because you roll the die for it. So like if a train were here, and you rolled a 2 and it needed to move past here, but this were red, or like if this were here and it couldn't move, basically every time it needs to move, but it crashes or like goes into something, you lose a time token for every movement that you didn't do. And then if there's a head-on collision with another train, that's even worse. And if it goes back to like a starting space, you lose 2 time, I think. I'll figure out exactly how much time is lost when that happens. But these time tokens, when all of these get lost, then one of these cards goes away. So this is the departure card deck, and this is basically the timer. When all of these go away, the game is over. But each turn, you flip one over, and it tells you some trains that get deployed and some trains that move, or some or. Sometimes trains don't get deployed, and sometimes trains don't move, I think. So I'll show you, like the first one, this one, it just deploys one of each train. But the later ones are going to be different. So you don't know what's coming up. So like when these departure cards move trains at the beginning of a turn, it's going to move all of the trains of the colors that they move. And you don't know what's coming up. So you want to like have these routes open for these trains that are out. And this is the only way trains come out onto the spaces. The way it's deployed, which I could just start the first turn, and only 1 train per city too, yes. Yeah, they had to reshoot the episode. Yeah, so like, if a train is here, and then another train's coming in here, it has to stop here because there's a train in the city. Once a train gets here, it goes back to the depot, and if it had a good, it unloads here. So that's what you want to do. The way the trains are deployed is you roll these dice. So the black train is going to get deployed. I'm going to roll the dice. It's a 6, so this goes on the 6. And then the brown train, roll the dice. It's a 6. So if this weren't the first turn, then like if you're trying to deploy on here, you lose 2 time tokens I think it's 2, if there's a train already on there. But on the first turn, it lets you re-roll. Okay, so that's a 10. And then a 6 again. Okay, the gray. This is not good. A 6 again. 9. So when I played with my group, that part is what we didn't like, because we kept rolling like just these numbers. Like we rolled 2 6s in 1 turn of deployment, so then we lost time for that because like you can't get the train out in time because that's just how it works. Yeah, so this is where they start. And oh yeah, there's also these special powers. So these are all one-time use. This one lets you re-roll a movement die. This one lets you move through a city as if there were no, all the signals are green. And this one lets you ignore movement on one of these cards, or one of the movement colors. Oh yeah, and so on your turn, I didn't explain that part. You have these cards, so I'm going to show the cards. Each person has 5 cards they start with. This is player 2, I guess. This will be player 1, I guess. And they're upside down. So there's 3 different types of cards. And you can do 3 different actions on your turn. Well, 4, I guess. And so like this is move a train. So you can just pick one train and move it with the die. This is you move a signal. So you can move any one of these to any other spot. You have to have at least one signal on every city though. So you can't just close off a city. This is move a switch. So like you can change these to open up a different route. And then you can do any 2 cards to do a wild action, so any of those 3 actions, and then you discard any 1 card to load a train. So when a train's in the city, it doesn't automatically load. You have to discard a card to load it. So you have to like stop in the city and stay there and then load it. And you don't have to land exactly in the cities. It automatically stops and you don't lose time for that. I think that's the basic rules of the game. After you do your turn, you draw 5 cards. You don't have to play all of your cards. You have a hand limit of 10 though. So player 1. So if you want to play along, you can think about, this is player 2's hand, so you can think about what you want player 2 to do. But player 1, I have movement and signal things. Well, this one can just go here probably. Let's see where the trains are and what they're thinking of doing. So this one, oh, this one's free. Oh gosh, these are both going into the same city, which is not fun. But I'm gonna have to move this signal here for this one. So maybe I can do that. And maybe I can move the gray one and the black one, and then maybe I can load. So I'm gonna play this card to move this signal. Yeah. And then I will move the gray train. So I roll. Oop. 2, 1, 2. Dang it. Should I move it again? All right, so let me think. If I move it in here and then it'll want to come out this way. Let's see. It'll come out. Which way should it come out? I guess it'll come out down here, and that's okay. So I'm thinking I move it again and then move I'll load it and then move the signal or one of the signals over here so it can come out this way. And then both of these trains will need to come out this way, but the gray one will be in front. That's okay, maybe. All right, so I'm gonna move it again. It doesn't really matter what I roll. It's a 1, okay. And then I'm going to load the train by discarding that. And then I'm switching this signal. Or I probably shouldn't say switching the signal since it's called switch and signal, and the switches are different than the signals, but I move the signal, yes. Hi, Wombat. How are you doing? All right, so that was my turn. Player 1's turn. Draw 5 cards. Oh, lots of... So these are the 5 cards of player 1 now. Okay, so player 2's turn. Now we draw a new departure card. So this, it just says brown trains move. Okay, so I'm going to roll this for the brown train and moves 2. That's fine. It's fine. I'm doing well. Yeah, so this is Switch and Signal. It's a cooperative train game. I'm playing solo, but 2-handed. So this is player. I should put a little marker on whose turn it is. I don't have a little marker close by, but it's this person's turn now. Basically, we're trying to get all of these goods and deliver them. So, All right, so I want the gray one to move. I'm gonna need this open, oh, and that open. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I can just move like this over, this one over here for brown. But I need to get gray out of the way as well. So I think I'll move this here. And yeah, if you have any ideas in chat for anything that you want to do, let me know and I'll just do it. But I'm not sure with the delay how quick that'll be. And then I'm gonna move gray. Whoop, 1. Oh my gosh, gray is so slow. Okay, but it's out of the city, so brown has a clear path into the city. Well, it needs that. So I'm gonna move, oh gosh, but this is in the way. That's annoying. There's too many things to move. Actually, maybe I'll just move black. Yeah, there's black. 3. Okay, so black goes in here. I'm going to move a green for black to get out. And then I'm gonna load black. Okay. And then brown might crash into here, but that's okay, I guess. So here's this person's cards. Okay, so I got lots of, not much movement now, but deployment now. Okay, so this multicolor thing means that any train is deployed, you get to pick which color. So let me know if you have a preference on what color. What do people expect when they take the brown train? Can you move black instead, get it to a city? Oh, yes, that's what I did. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be moving gray. And when these move, they move every gray. So if I deployed a gray train right now, I would also move it, which can be kind of dangerous because it could end up like going right here and crashing into the brown or something. Or going somewhere that's not opened up, like here, and crashing into that. But gray trains are kind of slow, so it probably won't crash. I don't know. Famous last words. But I think for all of the deployment, I think all of the deployment ones are multicolored, so you get to choose which one. If you can't deploy a train, I think you lose time tokens as well. But I think they're all multicolored, so I don't think you really need to distribute them. Where is the blonde? The blacks, this goes here, this is here. So this is gonna go like that, this way. Right now it's like almost all the way. I just need a green here for the black to be free for going home. So that's good. And this one, this needs to be changed and that needs to open up. So yeah, those things need to be changed for that. This needs to open up there. And I need to figure out what to do with this. Part of me kind of wants to deploy a gray just so it moves right away. But I don't know. What do you all think? All right. And I think we have to choose, we choose the color before, before we roll the dice. So it's likely to go somewhere up here, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 9, one of these. Although based on how I rolled a bunch of 6s, it's probably gonna go here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it and do a gray. 6, I was right. It went right there. Well, it's okay. Deployment. So deployment, you do one at a time. Oh yeah. I'll put the things better on the circle. Okay. Do. So I'm going to do this one first. 2. 1, 2. Yay! And then this one now. 3. Of course. So it crashes there, and I lose a time token. I'll just put it over here, I guess. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's that one. It is this person's turn. I think. Right? So this person is, so black is fine. There needs to be a gray thing there, or a green thing there. The brown also needs to get into Berlin. There aren't enough signals, I mean. Okay, I think this I can move here. Boop. And I think I want to move brown and then use this one because there aren't enough of these signals to go around. So I'm going to move brown. Hopefully I only get a 2 or less. A 1. Okay, sweet. Then I'm going to use this signal to go here. And then I don't have any more movement. So I don't really want to spend 2 cards to do that. So let's see, I need those switch. This is okay. Oh, this one, I was going to change this signal to here. Okay, so this is clear. All right. So I think that's good for now. The black is in the way of the gray, but hopefully the black moves before gray moves again. Oh, and this was in the discard pile. Okay, so now that's 1, 2. I know I'm going to keep these face down until this person goes or until this person starts their turn so that we remember whose turn it is. All right, so now it's this person's turn. We're going to flip the deployment. So, it's just 2. Okay, so this is, we get to pick which color train moves, but it has to be 2 different colors that move. This means, like these stripy trains means a multicolored train, or like a wild. So we get to pick 2 different trains to move. I'm thinking black and then gray. Because then I can get black out of there and then gray can go in there and then this person can load the gray. And then this gray also can get more of a head start from brown because brown is faster than gray. So I'm going to move black. 5, ooh, speedy. 5, wow. Okay, I'm gonna need the green thing there. Okay, and then I'm gonna move gray. This one, okay, 2, okay, and then this one. 1, dang it. I wanted those to be switched. All right, so now it's this person's turn. So I'm gonna flip these cards face up. Okay, so this person can load gray with one of their cards. Okay, first they're gonna put a signal here for black, like that. So now black and gray has a clear path out. We're gonna load gray with one of these things, but let's see what we need. This has a clear path out, but it needs the signal. We want to move brown, but that's not fun. Okay. We should wait. Maybe I just wait. Okay, so I'll use this one for... Should I use that one? Because this one has 3 green, yeah. Because then we have the same number of greens between us. So I'm using this to load gray. And we don't have to worry about Paris anymore. But we're gonna need to get yellow and white. And I might just save up cards because like I don't want to spend 2 cards on a movement, I think. I don't know. And it seems like right now I'm doing okay. Famous last words. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna stop. That is something that we did not do as much when we played, like we didn't stop early, but we can. All right, so this person's turn. Whoop. So we can deploy anything and then move 2. Okay. So I'm thinking of moving. Let me know if you have any opinions on which to move and which to deploy, and if I should deploy one that I'm moving. I like the black train because they go so fast. They're very efficient, but then it's also dangerous. Maybe I should deploy a brown and then move. I might want to move brown and then also move gray. I think we need to move the grays because they're so slow. But brown, I do want to move brown so I can load it. So I do have a movement card, but I'm thinking I'm going to move brown and gray. So the question is, do I deploy a brown and gray or do I deploy a black? Because I do have a movement, so I can move something. I think I might deploy a brown because I like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, but if it deploys on 11, that's scary. But I'm not going to roll 11. I'm going to roll a 6. So let's see. All right, I'm deploying a brown. 7. I rolled a 7. Yes. So right now that's safe. Sweet. Oh, that's safe all the way into there. It's not an efficient route, but it's safe. That's good. 7 is a good place because I want to get these ones. All right. And you're saying black and brown for movement. Okay. Black and brown. Just so black can deliver, maybe. I kind of want to move gray though. What happens if you roll a number, because where there's already a train? If there's already a train on the thing, then the train doesn't deploy and you lose time tokens. So you need to get these trains off of the thing. Like I kind of want to move brown and gray just so it's more efficient with the movement and like it's safe. Because if I move black, it's only 1 train now instead of 2 trains. And brown and gray each have 2 trains. So, and I want them to move, right? Yeah, I think I want that to move. That's fine moving. This I want to go, and this I want to go. So it's more efficient use of movement. So I'm going to move the browns. Yeah, I'll move this one first. 3. Yay, made it. And then this one. Whoopsies. 2. 1, 2. Okay. And then I'm going to move the grays. This one first. 2. 1, 2. And then this one. 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then I can move the black one with this if I want. After I saw the deployment, I changed my mind. Yeah. Well, when the movement moves all the trains of that color. So you just pick 2 colors and get to move all of those trains. All right, so it's this person's turn, and I'm gonna bring these out for this person so you can see the next person's cards. Okay, so I can move the black. That's a good thing to do. I do want to get a green here. This brown is fine, so that's good. I want to load the brown, so I can use this to load the brown. That's important. If I can, come on, fit. What is happening? There we go. Yay! I think I'll move the black because the gray's coming up to it. So I'll move the black. Zoom, zoom, zoom. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Made it. Boom. Good job, black train. I was petting it. All right, so that was speedy. I should probably deploy a black train next. Let's see. So this one will need a green, but the greens are in use right now. This one's not in use. I can move this green over here so that these two have ways out. Yeah, this is here. So this one will have the way in there. And then I don't know if I should use these for moving the trains or just save them up. I might save it up for now. And then, because I can always use it for moving the trains next turn. All right, so draw 5. Make sure I don't hit my hand limit. Now it's this person's turn. Okay, so I deploy and then I move black and then gray. So I know I said I was going to deploy a black, and I probably still should, just so I have it. I don't know. But like deploying it, like moving it right away is kind of scary. If I get, it'll just crash. Well, I have plenty of time tokens, right? No, I don't know. What color do you all think I should deploy? So I'm going to move moving gray, which is good. I do want to move those. So maybe I should deploy a gray. Deploy black, but where? Where is the dice? The dice determine where, which sucks. Time is on your side. Okay, yeah. So I'll deploy black. If it crashes, that's okay. Whoops. 9 here. Uh-oh. Okay. That's not good. I want it to be going. Oh well, I guess I can go through here and go to white if I put signals there. But I'm using those signals. Okay, so now I have to move black. 2. Oh, whoo, ha ha, sucker. Okay, and then gray. So this one first. 2, 1, 2, and then this one. 1. Oh my gosh, so slow. Okay. All right, so black, brown. I need to get brown out of there. Oh, and this one now. Okay, so I need to get brown out of there, and I need to get that open for black. So I'm moving the brown train. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I can move this here. And I can also move this one because I don't need that anymore. Yeah, so I can move that here. So this one can go through. I think it still has to stop. I lucked out, yeah. I think it still has to stop in the city, which kind of sucks. Let me check. Has to stop in good cities. Yeah, so it's gonna have to stop here. It can't just go through unless I use this ability. Oh yeah, and I can always, I need to remember these abilities exist. I was going with this player, right? Oh, I forgot to flip these over. So this person is going. I need to flip these over so we see it for next turn. Yeah. So I did that. I can... Maybe I should start moving some stuff because too many cards. Yeah, let's see. So this person has moving things later. We still have some time. So black is, everyone's safe. So maybe I don't need to do anything. I have 5 cards, so I'll be at my hand limit. So the next turn can be really big. Hi, Hornist. How are you doing? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait. So this is discarded. So yeah, I think since everything's safe, since this definitely stops in the city, I'm just gonna see what happens next turn. So. Okay, so we deploy any train and then gray and then brown move. All right, do y'all think we should deploy a black or a brown? I don't want to deploy gray anymore because they're so slow. Let's see. And we're going to move gray. Hopefully the gray gets all the way here. I don't know, it probably won't because it's a 1 in 6 chance, I think. And then it's this person's turn. So, yeah, so if we're deploying a black, it will not move. Yeah, need for speed. Yeah, it might be good to do black. Although if we do brown, the browns will move. It will move. I feel like black is more risky. More risk, more reward. But I like it moving too. Because, well, having it move, it can be good and can be bad. It depends on if the route is open. But you said black, so we're doing black. Whoop. 7. All right. Oh, yes. And then now gray moves. So one at a time. I'll do this one first. Whoop. 2, 1, 2. Oh, so close. And then this one. 1. Oh my gosh, they're so slow. Okay, and then browns move. So this one will go first. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to catch up to the gray. And then this one. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I wonder if I should have the black one go in here. Okay. So it's this person's turn. I'm gonna flip these over so that we can see what the other player has. And then this person wants to move. I probably want to move that gray. Probably also the brown. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think those are the ones I want to move, definitely. So I'm going to move this gray. Just so the brown doesn't crash into it. And so we can get something delivered. 1, yay! And I'm going to move this brown. It doesn't matter because it's going to a city. Then I'm going to load the brown with something. I also want to... I think I want to send, no, yeah, I think, no, This is difficult. Maybe I'll keep the black going to amps. I could like move these so this is a faster way. Like this to here and then this to here. But that takes up 2 things, which is annoying. Well, I do need to move, okay. So this is gonna try to go through here. This will need to be green at some point. Okay, so I'm gonna move this to here, and then I'm gonna move this one like that so that the black can go this way as well. So these 2 blacks are gonna be going there, I think. And then, oh, but then they're gonna crash. I don't know. 1, 2. We'll see, we'll see. No, because I can move one of them at a time. I can do that. It's fine. It's fine. Because it'll be nice having that, like using the same path. It's good. And then this one wants to come out this way, so I'm going to need to move this switch like that. And then I'll be coming this way. Okay, so that way is all open for that one. All right, so I think everything is safe-ish now. Should I move the black? Oh, except for this needs to be green. Maybe I should move the black so that I can move this signal over here. I think I want to do that. So I'm going to move the black here. I don't need to roll because it has to stop in the city. And then I'm going to move this signal here so it can get in there. Because that was a useless signal. All right. So this person is done. And then this person's going to go. They have 10 cards. All right. So black moves. Oof. Okay. So I'm going to do this one first. Whoop. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exact. And then this one. Whoop. Whoops. That doesn't count. Okay. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I did want to keep the extra time for it so it doesn't crash into that one. All right. So nothing was deployed though, which means I'm going to need to deploy another train. I'm doing pretty well, I think. Like, we lost pretty badly the first time I played this, so I am surprised. Okay. Okay, I want to load this black one at least, and then it's going that way. So I need to get the gray one through. So I'm going to move the gray one. Voodoo. 1. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to move this like that, so that the black one can come out and have a path. This one's gonna, I need to load both of these ones. So this one's gonna be coming out this way. Well, that'll have a path later as well. Let's see, I'll do this to load the black, and then I think I need to save the signals. This to load the brown. Then I'm gonna move the gray again. I think the gray's in the way. Yeah, I need one more train to go to Amsterdam, but I need that train to be deployed because I can't do anything until a train's deployed. Okay, so I'm gonna move the gray again because the gray is super slow. 1, oh my gosh. Should I just keep moving the gray? Let's see. This one is going to come in here. So I need to, all right, I need to move this one here so it can come in through there. And then, so if blacks move, I can move this one first before that one, so it's okay. I also want, but I just want to get that gray out of the way. But I think I can save up these cards for next time. 5. All right. And you start thinking about what you want to deploy if we get a deploy card. I think I can. Yeah, that's the little gray engine that could. Oh, we didn't get a deploy. So brown and then gray. All right. Well, at least gray's going to go. So this brown first. 2, 1, 2. Almost there. This one.
Oh, this is so
4.
exciting.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for your choice to
Frodo.
follow me.
Oh, 892. Roll the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay. Uh-oh, this is coming first before the black, huh? Oof. Well, okay. Does that mean I need to move this like that? Or no, like that? Well, I know I could move the black. No, I need to move this gray out of the way. The gray is just causing all these problems. What? Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, but I don't have a switch for this one. So yeah, I don't have, I won't be able to move this anyway. I mean, I can if I spend 2 cards, but I think, okay, I'm just gonna let that one stay there and I might try to move the black. Okay, so I'm gonna move the gray again. Come on, and then move the black one so that it can get past this, and then the next turn, this one can maybe switch. 2, yay, you made it, little gray engine, good job, yes. You did it. And now I'm moving this black one. It's gonna get like a 5. Whoops. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, perfect. And then I can spend these 2. Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, it's gonna crash in anyway if I do that. So I'm not gonna switch it yet because I can switch it with that. I can just save these 2 cards, I think. Yeah, I don't know which signals I need now because I don't have my other train deployed. So next person's turn. Move. Oh, you wanted to move brown first. Well, I wanted to move black first because black is faster. So it would be more likely for black to crash into brown if black's behind it. So that's why I did that one. Okay, so this person, they're moving gray and then black. Okay, well that would have been good, but I already moved gray, but it's fine. So there's no gray to move, so we're moving black. This one first. 3, 1, 2, 3, almost there. And then this one. 2, 1, 2. Dang it, I wish that one had a 3. So now we got to move it to get it. We need another train deployed. Okay. All right, so I'll flip over these. Oh, there's a bunch of movement cards. That's good for the next turn. But this one now, I can move the switch, or the signal, the switch. This is the switch. This is the switch. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this black one. It doesn't matter because it stops there. And then I'm gonna load it with, this, I guess, okay. And then I'm gonna move the brown one because then I need to move this switch back. Hopefully. 3, 1, 2, 3, perfect. And then I'm gonna move this switch back, whoop, so that this black can come in. And then, oh, the other brown. I didn't want to move the other things. Yeah, so brown is close here. I wonder if I should spend 2 to move black in here. And then move brown just so black doesn't crash. I could spend 2 to move black and then spend 2 to move this brown so that this black doesn't go speeding into the back. Could you substitute a deck of cards for the die rolls? Would that make a difference? Oh yes, that would make a difference because then it wouldn't do the same thing twice. But they want you to do the same thing twice, I think. Or I guess, if you're talking about reshuffling, then the distribution. But I think also like in this map, these ones, like the 12 is really hard to get to the places that you need to get to. So it kind of is made for those die rolls. It's just like we did 2 5s in a row on the same turn, which makes us lose time and we couldn't do anything to stop that. So that kind of sucked. If brown moves and black doesn't, there will be another crash most likely. Yeah, so I was thinking of moving black and then brown, because if black moves and brown doesn't, like this one could crash into this one. And if brown moves and black doesn't, this one could crash. So I'm gonna, I think, spend these 2 to move black in. I don't need to roll because it's just 1. Yay, and then I think I'm gonna spend these 2 to move brown, just to be safe. 1, okay, super safe. Okay, that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now it's this person's turn. Whoop. Okay, we get to pick which color moves. So I'm gonna pick brown because we have 2 browns and only 1 black. So that's more efficient and we want those to move. So this one's gonna go first. Come on, roll more than a 1. Oh my gosh. This one's gonna go second. I could re-roll it. I don't think I need to. And I could. 3, 1, 2, 3, yay! Okay. Now, okay. I need a train deployed. I'm gonna run out of time and not have a train deployed. No. I hope that doesn't happen. No, there's still a lot of cards. Okay. I feel like I don't need to move this because the card could move it for me. So, I mean, the same with a black. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, but I need a blue. I need to spend these. So I am going to, I'll move the brown, sure. And then I'll move the black. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I don't know which signals to move because there's no trains out, so I don't know like where I would want them. I guess I could move something to here because I know, no, but like, yeah, I don't know which way people are going. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait because I have 5. If you do get a deployment and you get a very low or very high deployment number, that could kill you. Yes, it could. But I will probably get multiple deployments if I get it. And I can do a black, so it goes really fast, right? All right, so it's this person's turn. Deployment, yay! All right, y'all think I should deploy black? And then move it right away? I got plenty of time, right? Let's see. Shoot, where was this one? I knocked it over. I don't think I ever moved it, so I'm gonna see where it started. It started here. Okay, so it was here. I think, right? Okay. I probably should play it safe and do brown, but I could do black. Definitely deploy black. All right, definitely. As far as movement goes, depends on where it gets deployed. Oh yeah, because I don't have to do black. You're right. I was thinking I had to deploy black or move black. 5, okay. All right, so I don't have a signal there yet. So the most it can roll for movement is 5, but it gets, so I would only lose 2 time if it crashed. Don't move until your signals get in alignment. But I mean, if I'm trying to speed run this, are these cards in every version of the game or something you use when playing solo? There's no like official solo variant, so yeah, this is just the same setup for everything. I'm playing like two-handed. So it's this person's turn, right? Yeah, so I guess I'll be safe and don't move it. Because I do have plenty of time. Okay, so it's this person's turn. I'm gonna move the green over. Okay, so this is this person's hand for the next turn. The green, yeah, so I want the green here, and then I want it to go up here and then go back down this way probably. So yeah, I don't need this one. Okay, it's gonna have to stop there. I'm gonna move this there, and then it's good. Yeah, and then I'm gonna move this train. Come on, hope it makes all the way to Paris. 5, yes, okay. And it has to stop in Paris. Oh yeah, I moved another train. I moved brown or whatever. The cards in the lower right, these happen at the beginning of every turn. Okay, so I think that's the end for my turn here. So I'll show you. Yes, this is the end of this player's turn. So now it is this player's turn. So at the beginning of the turn, we flip this over, and it tells you like if trains get deployed or moved. So here, oh, we're deploying a train and then we're moving all 3 colors of trains. Okay. So now I should probably deploy a gray train because I don't want it to get anywhere. So yeah, now I'm gonna deploy a gray train. So this tells me like this means deploy a train and these mean move trains. I don't have that many trains on the board. So I'm deploying a gray train at 11. Just blocked off right there. Okay, and then I'll just move the gray chain, see what happens. 2. Okay, so it crashes and I lose a time token, but that's okay. And then I'll move the black trains. And brown trains, I don't have any brown trains, so nothing moves. And then I move the black train. So I'm moving this one first. 5. Yay, it made it there. And then I'll move this one. Whoop. 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, so close. All right, that's fine. All right, so I should probably open this up for gray chain. I can just go like this, and then it can just whoop in there. That's safe. All right, so I want the black train to move, so I'm gonna move the black train. I don't need to roll because it's just 1. I want to load it. Yay! I'm gonna switch this. Boop. So now it needs to, okay, this needs to switch. So I'm gonna discard 2 of these to switch that. So I think now it has a clear path all the way to here. And then I just need to move it all the way to the end. So I'm just gonna spend this to move the black train. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then another one to move the black train. Whoop. 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'll just spend these 2 to move the black train. 2, 1, 2. Now I rolled lower. Okay. Okay, well, next turn we should be able to get the black train in. Oops. Ooh. We move gray. All right, little gray engine. 2, 1, 2, whoop. All right, so now I'm gonna move the black train. Oh, and I guess you see what this player has. Okay, so move the black train. I roll. Just need a 3. Yay! 1, 2, 3. Yay! And we made it. So we got all of the cubes in, and I had 3 deployment cards left. I only used 2 times, so yeah, I did really well that game. Yeah, and reusing the track was very nice and easy because I didn't have to switch that many switches and signals. Move too many switches and signals, which was nice because I got to, like, these paths I kind of kept the same going into Marseille. And then like getting Berlin early, and then I didn't need Berlin at all anymore, and then no trains came here. Is that when we played before in our multiplayer game? I think like we got this one done or something, and then like the trains deployed here or like right next to the places that we already had done. I don't remember which ones we had done first, but it kept deploying near, maybe it was Paris. Too easy, yeah, too easy. Oh, and I didn't use these, I forgot. I didn't ever need them. I guess I could have used this one. This one lets you move through the city, so that would have been useful for the black one when it was going through Paris to Amsterdam. So I could have used that power. Whoops. We forgot those powers. Once you get that pipeline flowing in the right direction, it's easy to reuse them without having to switch them over and over, yeah. So does the dice-driven variation make the game really swingy in terms of difficulty? Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, like the deployment dice, and then also like how many trains are deployed. Because let's see what else. Okay, like these these were the last 3 that didn't get pulled. There's deploy, and 2 deploys, and then there's 2 in the box. So like I didn't get that many trains deployed at the beginning, so it was very easy. Okay, another deploy. It was very manageable. Because mine was like the 3 deploys, and then I didn't get one deployed until the second turn, and then like I skipped a turn. Then I got some deployed, but like there was a while without any deploys. So it was very easy to manage the trains that were out because not that many were deploying. And then in our game, the first game we played, like we got a bunch of deploys, I think. Yeah, so there's that. Plus the deployment dice. The movement dice I don't think is too bad. Like, that's just the trains moving. Like, you can kind of plan for that, but you can't. The deployment dice you can't really plan for, and then also like when the trains come out. Yeah. So that was a very different experience. This one was much more enjoyable than the first game I played because of how the deployment dice worked. I think mostly because of the deck. Yeah, I had a lot of movements. Yeah, so I think this deck is actually, the randomness of this deck is actually more important on things coming out, because if this card comes out right away, then you have so many trains and they're all like, I think that's what happened to us. Yeah, because it was 2 deployments in 1 turn, and that's the only one that has it. So like, first or second turn we got this card, we rolled the same number, and so we had to lose time for that because it's like, yeah, the 2 trains like got on a 5, I think, and so I think you lose time for that. Because it just said that you don't lose time on the first turn only. If the starting location is occupied, then you re-roll, but like not for a future turn. So yeah, yay, that was fun. So that was Switch and Signal. Cooperative train game with little choo-choo trains. Also, I should show you the back. Well, I'll have to move everything off, but the back of the board has a different map. Let's see. I don't want to just throw it all off, but here, okay. Let me put these things back in their baggies. Well, yeah, you can adjust the difficulty. So if you think it's too easy or too hard, you can get like a tablecloth at a magic show. I've never been able to do that. Or like with the napkins, silverware. Okay, so there's variant, location tokens. Okay, so easier, you can do an easier game. So at the beginning of the game, you remove some destination card, 2 destination cards. So you can remove only 1 or none, so there's more time. Or to make it easier, or give you more time tokens. And then if you want to make it tougher, you can do the opposite. And also you can decide that you need to bring 10 cubes in rather than 8. And so each place has 3 goods, and then you need 2 more goods after this. And then there's also the North America board, which I guess is supposed to be harder, and that's the other side. There's also these location tokens as a variant. You can set the numbers for the starting locations at random. So you mix these and put them over this. And that would make it harder because like these ones are the hard deployment. The lower odds of rolling are harder deployment ones. So like if those are up here, you want them to be there, but you're not going to be rolling those as much. Here, this is North America. So this one actually has 2 ports, San Francisco and New York. So you have to deliver 4 goods to here and 4 goods to here. 1 of each color. And your trains can go straight through the cities, so you don't have to stop in the cities. So that's actually, that would make that part easier maybe? I don't know. And then if you're, and you're also allowed to stop at the port cities with empty trains or drive through them, so they don't disappear. And so you can drive through these as well. And then, yeah, but I guess it's more convoluted or something. More, yeah, there's a lot more switches, it looks like. I don't know, actually, maybe there's not. Maybe it's just, Yeah, I'm not sure. More spread out. I know hilarious that Doolittle always ends up in these games. I play 10 digital games for every IRL. Oh. Yeah, I still don't like digital games, so I don't play, still don't play those. Yeah, and then the special actions of the North American game map is track manager. The departure card may be ignored completely and put face down under the drop pile. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, you can ignore the departure card. That actually would make it less random, I think, because you have some mitigation to the, one-time mitigation to the deck. If you get like that 2 deployment really early, then you can put it down. The rail traffic controller, a single train depicted on the drawn departure card does not move. Just a single train. So not a single color, but just one train. And this one, instead of throwing the deployment dice, you may decide the starting, you can decide the starting location where a train is deployed. So those are, I like those. These seem to mitigate the randomness more. So this map might be better for my group because there's like, you can decide this instead of rolling the dice for one of them, and then you get to move one of these to the bottom of the deck. So yeah, but they say this is like a harder game. I don't know. Probably because this is split up. And then so you can't just use the same routes all the time. So you'll have to be doing more switch and signaling. Switching those switches and signals. Yeah, so that's switch and signal.